everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back doing a fashion video because I feel like it's been a really long time since I've done a fashion video. Thinking about it, it's definitely been maybe a month or so, even a bit longer, but I'm back. It's becoming spring. I can see some blossoms from my window, so it's happening. It's a real thing. Today I thought I would talk to you through some of my favourite kind of spring transitional wardrobe pieces. If you're in the kind of mindset that you've got a lot of winter pieces in your wardrobe and you want to start, warming things up a little bit, because touch wood, it is getting warmer, it's taking its time, but I went out today without my hood on when I was wearing my coat, so baby steps. But I thought I'd pick out some of the pieces I've either recently bought or have been in my wardrobe for a while that I'm bringing out again, that are kind of springing things up a little bit, so let's get going. The first piece I am going to be bringing out is this trench from H&M. This is something I picked up recently. I had a lot of deliberation about it because I was kind of a bit like, I've never really had kind of a trench coat, because although they are the classic, the staple that everyone talks about, it's something that I've never really kind of found a way that suits me without looking too corporate or 80s businessman. So I saw this in H&M, and the reason I like this is because it's not your typical kind of skater style trench. Like, it's not too like A-line, it's kind of boyish, a bit, I don't know, a bit oversized and almost a bit shapeless, which I really liked. It's got this kind of really cool, it's very simple collar. It's got these really lovely kind of tortoiseshell buttons. And yeah, it's just a really nice piece, and I've never really found one. I've got one actually, Tell a Lie from Topshop, which is a really thin, almost crepe-like material, and it literally creases so easily. You can sit down on a chair for 5 minutes, get up, and it's just like, completely mad. So I picked this up. It's a little bit thicker, which is nice because you can wear a knit underneath, but still kind of pair it with jeans and ballet flats for a kind of more springtime look, and that is why I absolutely love this. It was about £60. I actually put it on hold because I was like, Liv, let's think about this. Don't be impulsive. But I'm really glad I bought it. It's just a classic piece, but I think it's a classic piece that you need to find the right version of for you, because I don't know, I love like the Burberry trenches, but I just don't think they're quite to my style. So it's finding something that's a little bit more mannish, I suppose, and working it into my wardrobe. So this I've been loving. The next thing that I've been introducing to my wardrobe in abundance, I mean, I say abundance, I bought two, is white blouses. They're the kind of thing I start bringing out as soon as it gets warmer, even if it means layering it with a heat tech vest, which if you've seen me recently the last week or so, you know that's all I talk about is my vest underneath. Like, I've got one on now. That's not sexy, but I think it's cool. It's cool to be warm. This blouse is the first thing I picked up, which is from And Other Stories. It's no secret that I'm the biggest And Other Stories fan ever. And I saw this blouse, which has got like kind of 4-leaf clover print on it, kind of with like a really faint kind of pastel coloured outline, which is really cool. It adds a bit of colour but keeps things very simple. And it's just really gorgeous. It's got this really pretty like ruffle neck, kind of Victoriana detail, which is really lovely. It's great tucked in with jeans. Again, it's one of those pieces that you can wear with a cardigan, you can wear it even layered under a jumper, which look really cute with a little collar poking out. Really cool with trench coats, jeans. It's a really nice versatile piece that makes a nice alternative if you're ready to step away from really chunky knits, which I definitely am. I'm trying to kind of wean myself away from the really big knits into thinner knits. And I have actually worn this quite a lot, and I've got another one which I'll be talking about in next week's video, so stay tuned for that. The next item that I picked up recently, which is very spring-like and I'm ready to pop it in my wardrobe, is this shirt from Warehouse. This is kind of a really beautiful green gingham. It's kind of like a picnic blanket. Actually reminds me of primary school summer dresses, which means it's definitely ready for spring. But I really love this because it's a really thick kind of beautiful cotton. It's got these amazing long flared sleeves, the really cool kind of like almost like a stitch detail running through the little bow on the end. Again, it's just a nice piece to start kind of edging your way in, especially if, I don't know, like me, I've started to wear a lot of dark colours. I think the longer winter goes on, the darker my wardrobe gets, because I get to a point where I'm just like, I'm ready. I revert to wearing like black jeans. I just don't know what to wear anymore, but this kind of thing is a nice kind of mix. It looks great with like black kick flare jeans, great even with trainers for a kind of more boyish look, especially with all these kind of like flouncy details. It's really nice to almost kind of pair them down with something that's a little bit more kind of, I don't know, effortless. I suppose if you're putting a lot of effort into one area of your outfit, it's cool to kind of bring it down a notch. So I absolutely love this. Warehouse have got some amazing pieces online at the moment. I think I picked this up on ASOS, but on their website too, they've got some great things. So definitely worth checking them out if you haven't recently. Speaking of back to school, another thing I'm adding into my spring wardrobe are these shoes. These are, if you're unfamiliar with them, the Nike Cortez shoe. I have become a bit of a trainer person in the last year. I've got my Gazelles, I wear lots of Superga trainers. I just think they're a really cool way of kind of adding a bit of a retro spin to quite a girly outfit. I think I must have had a pair of these when I was about 11, and I wore them in PE because I was just like, no. I think when we had to have like football boots, that was like a requirement, and I was like, no, I'm wearing these trainers. But I absolutely love these. As you can tell, they are brand new because they are just white as anything. They're quite 70s. I think a lot of trainers right now, I suppose like Stan Smith's, I feel like I'm not cool enough for, whereas I feel a bit of a retro trainer like this is quite cool. It's a bit far off set. It's kind of got that retro spin, looks cool with flares and a bit of a red knit or something. There is a picture of her that I have in my room, which I've got in mind right now, but I absolutely love these. Again, I think a bright white trainer with some cut-off jeans and like a leather jacket around this time of year is a really nice way of kind of coming out of boots. If you still want something really comfortable, I think a cool trainer is a little bit more spring-like, a bit more summer weather friendly, but still really comfortable, because if like me you're a comfort freak, these are your best bet. Now, I've spoken about denim a lot and I've not actually mentioned it, so the next thing is, or are, these jeans from ASOS. These are the Farley jeans, which are my favourite pair of jeans ever, period. They're high-waisted, they're straight leg, so they kind of are a bit skinny, but they have a nice kind of ankle. They're not like drain pipe, they're still fitted. But I absolutely love these, and I think one of the ways I'm going to be transitioning my wardrobe is introducing lighter washes of denim. I tend to wear lots of dark denim, I wear a lot of black in the winter, a lot of indigo. But I think as it starts warming up, I really love wearing something a bit paler. So I've got these, I've got a pair from Another Stories, which I wear all the time, which are like kick flares, which again are a really pale blue rinse, and they look really, really cool with white t-shirts. They even look nice with like jumpers every now and again, because they do kind of introduce that kind of something a bit more spring-like, just a bit more relaxed, a bit summery. I think light denim is something I associate with summer, like whether that's in shorts or skirts. And these are just a really nice bet. High-waisted is the kind of style I love going for, because I think it's really flattering if, like me, you've got quite short legs, and my largest part essentially is my bum to the top of my thighs, so it's quite nice to kind of something that cinches you in the right places and then kind of just skims everything else. But these are really great. Love light wash denim, and I think if you've got any, definitely start bringing it out now, because hopefully this is where it's going to stay and this is a good time to start reintroducing it. Moving on to t-shirt talk. Two t-shirts I've picked up recently. Well, one I did recently, one's been in my wardrobe for ages, but they're things I think are a good item to start pulling out right about now. This is the first one. This is from MIH, which I bought in Brighton in the store called Our Daily Edit, which is amazing. It has lots of really cool brands. It's got quite cool Scandi brands, some really cool UK based brands. It's just got a really nice selection of independent designers. Herbivore Cosmetics are stock there as well, so if like me you are desperate to find them in the UK, that is where they are. I picked up this t-shirt. You would have seen it in last week's video if you watched it. I'll link it below, and that's why the sleeves are tucked in. This is a really lovely pastel pink striped top, and it is slightly more expensive. The reason I justify this though is because I wear striped tops endlessly. To me they're as much of a staple as like a good leather jacket, a good pair of boots, a good handbag, because I wear them all the time. So normally I wouldn't spend too much on a t-shirt, and I don't know, even sometimes I'm a bit like, oh god, is it acceptable? But because I do wear these kind of things all the time, I think it's a good safe bet. And this one I really loved, mainly because the sleeves were quite long, it was quite boyfriendy, but I love the kind of mix of like a really rosy pink and a white stripe, because it's just a really nice summery, slightly girly way of doing kind of a boyish fit. So I absolutely love this. I've been wearing it with high-waisted jeans, a trench coat, a nice biker jacket, and it looks really, really cool. It also looks really cool mixed with like blues and dark reds and that kind of thing. I love pink and red together at the moment. I think it's a really cool colour combination. And this I've absolutely been loving. I've also been loving this top, which is from And Other Stories. Oh, can I get it? I've actually not worn it yet because I was kind of waiting for it to warm up a bit, but it's this kind of like very fitted white t-shirt with a really low scoop back, which is kind of what I like doing in summer, because I'm not really one to get my chest out. I'm more one to kind of, I'd rather have a really low back than a really low front, and that kind of flatters me, I think. And this one is super fitted. It's nice because it's great for kind of chillier days when it is still quite warm or mild, or it looks warm and mild as we get in the UK all the time, but then you step outside and you're like, no, not today. This is great because it looks really nice with high-waisted jeans. Just a nice white t-shirt and jeans is the most classic look. It's very Jane Birkin, very cool, great with a basket bag if you're really that way inclined, and I absolutely love this. And Other Stories have got some great basics, as I wax lyrical about them all the time, but I think pulling out a nice white t-shirt, I've got a few from Brandy Melville as well, just wearing those with white jeans and a trench coat. It sounds really boring and a bit basic, but I think it's one of the most like classic, elegant looks. So if you just don't know what to wear, that's a really fail-safe combination, especially at this time of year. The last thing I'm going to be talking about are accessories, because there are a couple of things that if you are perhaps on a budget, or you I don't know, if you're kind of feeling a bit uninspired with your wardrobe, I think the best thing to do is start pulling out things that you've either not worn in ages or introducing a bit more colour. And recently I was in COS, which is one of my favourite shops, and I saw this bag, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. I actually bought the matching purse as well, which I haven't used yet, but it is this colour as well, and I was just like, how do I choose? How do I choose? So I bought both, which is a bit bad, but you know, hear me out. I really love this because it's a really, really beautiful shape. I have my Mansell Gabrielle bag, which is like a pale pink colour, and I love circular bags. I think they've got this real kind of air of kind of a retro inspired, kind of almost like hat box style shape, which I love. Don't know what kind of hat you'd fit in that, maybe a beret. I just love that kind of ultimate look. This bag is a really great colour because I think red is a really lovely kind of pop in a spring outfit, whether you're wearing a white kind of floaty dress. Again, jeans, I'm going back to the jeans all the time. Suede, so arguably not the most practical material, but you know, I've used it quite a lot already, so it fits a lot in. Surprisingly, it's very, very small, but it's just a really, really great shape. It's nice because you can almost use it as a clutch as well, so it's a good nighttime bag as well. And I think just introducing a pop of colour, whether that's in accessories, shoes, trainers, even lipstick. I mean, I think that's the fastest way of kind of livening up a kind of more dull, wintry, dark outfit. Pulling out your best lipstick, because heaven knows it can make you feel amazing. So that will probably be my final tip. And that is that. I really hope you enjoyed this video with a few kind of transitional tips for the new season. Obviously, it could change. It could all change. I mean, it's sunny today, but who knows? When this video goes out, it might be a rainy day. But you know, we're in March now, it's definitely going to happen. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love to hear what other kind of style videos you'd like to see, whether that's more kind of my spring wardrobe editions or kind of a lookbook. Let me know what you like seeing, because it's always so helpful to know what you like. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye!